Good day to all you YouTubers. Today, torque wrench. Talking torque wrenches today. Yeah, I've had my Tecton that I love that does my inch pounds. And I have my gear wrench that I also love, especially when you have an additional degrees you need to put on a bolt or a nut. This one only goes up to 100 pounds though, 100 foot-pounds. So I've got this one that goes up to, this Tecton goes up to 150 inch pounds. This one goes up to 100 foot-pounds, and it's very nice. It's got the little, kind of a little bit of a pivot head on it. It gives you just that little bit extra if you need it one way or another. And I really like that it has the additional, when you need to put an additional degree on it, you tighten the bolt to say 25 foot-pounds, and then it says, and an additional 45 degrees. Well, you can set the degrees on here, and even if you can't get 45 degrees with one swing, it'll add it up. Like, that's 20, 40, you know, that kind of thing. So I really like it for that. And then I have my old torque wrench here, this John's Way or Jones Way. I never knew how to pronounce it. I dropped something on it, it cracked the screen on it. This one goes up to 150 foot-pounds, and it's a very nice one. It's a higher quality. I don't know where these are made. I think somewhere like over in Europe, but I'm thinking it's a European brand. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Look what it's time for. This only goes to 150. I've got a job coming up where I've got to torque my lower ball joint to 185 foot-pounds, and I don't have anything. This is the third or fourth time. I don't do a lot of heavy duty work on my vehicles, but every once in a while I got to torque something over 150. I've been using this for lug nuts. I've been using this one for lug nuts. I've been using this one for most things on a vehicle. Fall on, at least on my vehicles, fall between, you know, up to that 100 foot-pound mark. And then under the hood there seems to be a lot of things that are inch pounds, whether it's a map sensor or the bolts on a throttle body or whatever it is. A lot of those are in inch pounds, but never had anything that goes up to 250 foot-pounds. And I've also never had a split beam torque wrench. And what I like about this, what I'm finding out, is that you don't have to worry about bringing the spring down to having no tension for storing it, and then not ruining your torque wrench by leaving the spring in there tightened and sitting on the shelf for months without using it, that type of thing. So here it is, the Icon Professional Split Beam Torque Wrench. I went ahead and picked this up at the old Harbor Freight, and I know, Harbor Freight, when you first say those words, some people might think, oh, not very quality tools there. Well, you know what? I've got some Harbor Freight stuff that I've had for years and years that works just fine. Now, I'm not saying everything needs to be Harbor Freight, because especially their lower end stuff. Wow, look at that case. I love it. Sorry, I got shocked a little bit when I pulled this out of the box. I wasn't expecting such a nice case. This has some nice heavy-duty metal latches, and look at this. Oh my gosh, I had no idea that this bad boy was this beefy, and also has a swivel end on it. Well, this is just kind of an unboxing of the Icon torque wrench. I'm going to compare it to my John's Way just because I'm curious. Oh, it's actually a little bit longer than the one that I'm used to having. Bigger, fatter head, and wow, it looks like a nice comfortable grip on it. It's not really a comparison with the John's Way because hardly anybody has one of those. They're very rare, at least in this neck of the woods. I have never had one of these. I guess you flip this down, there we go, and you set this where you want it. 75, 100. I don't know how you really get right on it. There's 125, so that would be 105, 10, 15, 20. Wait, if that's 100 and that's 105, 110, 15, 20, 25. Oh, okay, it goes in increments of 5. So if it's, yeah, you can get pretty darn close. Put it right in between there if it's an odd number in between the 5. So let's just say 105 foot-pounds right there. Bam, close that, and you're all set, locked and loaded for lug nuts. I don't have to change it every time. I don't have to release the tension of the spring every time. I don't even know if I'll look at the owner's manual, to be honest. I am really impressed with the feel of it, just the heavy-duty feel in the hand. Yeah, it's a Harbor Freight. I can't link this below like I like to link my tools, because I don't think you can buy a Harbor Freight item on Amazon. So anyway, this is just a review, like an unboxing of the Icon. I can put a link for the gear wrench and the Tecton down below if anybody just really wants to support my channel. Hey, just hit like and subscribe. I'm happy. I'm easy to please. Well, I also like the little plexiglass window in the case. That way you can see your beautiful tool when you're not using it. I'm going to put this on a shelf somewhere in a way that I can see that baby. You know, in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, I'll just come out to the garage and I'll just glance and look at my Icon split beam torque wrench. Anyway, I just wanted to do an unboxing of this. I will be using this on future jobs, and I'll do a review video on it maybe in a year or so after using it several times to see how it's holding up. What kind of torque wrenches do you like? Which ones do you use? Do you have a good torque wrench that measures that will allow you to do degrees? Do you have a good torque wrench that will allow you to do inch pounds? But I'm happy to add this to the garage so that I have the ability to go up to 250 foot-pounds. And with my luck, I'll have to torque something to 260 a month from now and look on Amazon for something that goes up a little bit higher. But hey, I just get to buy another tool. That's the way I look at it. I love getting tools, buying tools, and having new tools. It's what life's all about, man. It really is. It's not family. No, it's not your loved ones at all. It is, what kind of tools do you have? Do you have the tool to do the job? When you go to sleep at night, or even when you're on your deathbed, you're probably going to be thinking about the tools that you have, that you acquired, that you use. Yeah, that's what you're going to be thinking of. So there we go. Hey.